talking about issues of security, leadership, politics, the economy, and the list goes on. My name is Paula Chan, like I said, but with me I have the amazing co-host who takes the center stage, the big bird himself. I know you can hear all the laughter. And he has landed. I'm talking about none other than Seun Anikulapo-Kuti. Hi, Seun. How are you?
How you doing, Paula?
I'm fine. It's good to see you. The last time I saw you was on Paris runway. It was so nice. I was like, "That's my G. That's my G." I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, thanks, and you and everybody that supported me doing that. A lot of people gave a lot of positive feedback. After the thing, so I was really happy.
It
was a good experience.
I think it was a good experience. Full time.
No, me low key, I battle with my vanity.
Really?
Doing modeling will just make sure I lose this battle.
How? How do you battle? Like you're not happy, you don't feel.
No, the thing about the world today is, humanity has an innate need for beauty. It's part of our makeup.
True.
But we live in a system where the group has cornered beauty and termed it luxury. They termed beauty as, so beauty is now only accessible to a certain class of people. And that's why many poor people can be controlled, because of their innate need for beauty and their exclusion from it, and their need to do whatever they can to at least experience it, because human nature needs that. It's not only supposed to be for a select few, So in the world we live in, that part of our nature now becomes toxic in a way. That if you overindulge, and we should indulge as much as we want if the world was a bit more balanced. But because of the kind of world we live in, overindulgence in those things becomes toxic. So me, I battle my vanity in that sense. And this modeling lifestyle, the amount of free stuff I got, the life I chopped that one day in Paris, I've not chopped it in the last 5 years combined.
So you should think about it, man.
So no.
I like that you're still trying to have control.
It's once a while. But I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But it's not going to be. I'm not switching to modeling. Let me just say it.
Okay, but you could just do it part time, because you've got the vibe and the looks. Sean, congratulations! It was great seeing you there.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
So let's take a look at what's going on in Nigeria. Now I want to ask you, whenever you're away from Nigeria, maybe on tour or vacation, do you always have Nigeria on your mind? Like what's going on right now? What's the state of the country? It's
a very weird as I can say it. Let me just flip my question into something else. When I leave Nigeria and go on tour, before I leave, I don't want to think about anything except being on tour. Oh, I can't wait to go on tour. But as soon as I go on tour, I can't wait to come back home.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of relationship. And as soon as I come back home, I can't wait to leave again. As soon as they take lights the first time, I'm like, oh, where's my passport? So I guess it's that kind of, being a Nigerian, there's no way you can. It's a part of us now, it's a part of our, even though it's the identity, part of our identity that is created for us, but it's something that we hold on to dearly. So all Nigerians are attached
to Nigeria.
Even the ones that say, I can never come back to Nigeria. For you to make that decision, like that means you still care so much. You're just disappointed.
Yeah, there's probably pain.
Yeah.
It's a love and a hate relationship. It's like, oh, I hate to be here because of what's going on here, but I love Nigeria and like the ambience and the vibe and everything.
Yeah, it's like saying, oh, I'm not political. That itself is a political statement.
Really? I know, Sean.
Yes, now.
So really?
I am not political. It's a political statement.
Oh, well, yeah. But
exactly. So, you are political.
You're not going to drag me. That class of, I'm not political.
But that is a political statement.
Yeah, but these are just people who don't want to get involved
in
politics.
Even though you don't want to, that's what I'm saying. Your non-involvement in politics is a political action.
True.
Exactly. So,
might be one of ignorance or one of
either way you choose it is a political action. So you just like, I'm never coming back to Nigeria. You see the Nigerian action. Yes, so thank you. Many people too complaining. Oh, this past week I've had so much complaints. People complain, oh, you're Pan-Africanist. Why are you going to walk in French wrong way with French colonialists? First of all, Pan-Africanist doesn't mean racist. Many people were defending me online. I saw good. Oh, the clothing line is an African label. That I don't even know why people are defending me. Even though it was Gucci or what was it called? All these Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga. Anyone I choose to work. I'm a Pan-Africanist by the main definition of it. Pan-African means Africa first, not Africa only. And why should I? What kind of intelligent person in this world?
Why would people find fault in that?
They must find fault. Obi has said it. There's nothing you can do in this world to please everybody. Everybody must say something. So that's how it is. Independence Day. What is there to be independent about? What's Independence Day? As if they could survive living under colonial times. To disregard the efforts that so many of our great ancestors have put. Even though it is not yet Uhuru. We all know that. But we must be grateful for the freedoms that we have today, that we can sit in the radio like this and talk as two black people. I mean, do you know the blood that was spilled for that to happen? And to disregard that, and then they will not take the public holiday. Government don't go to work. Because you hate we are not yet independent, I'm going to work. They will take the public holiday.
Oh, wow.
but they will complain online.
But some people believe that prior to independence, right, that Nigeria was more, would I say, settled. There was more law and order. Like, there was someone who did this. I'll share it with you on Instagram. So he goes back in time, this whole nostalgia movement, and he's like, oh, look at Marina when the white people were here.
This person is, I don't want to hear. This person is the most stupid person in the world.
That you could see there was law and order.
What law and order? That
people would kill
black people could not access it. What law and order?
The cathedral and marina. I'm trying to say, like, oh, look at modern day Lagos Island. Look at thuggery, people on the buses. Look at what he didn't know is that time his parents and grandparents were in the mines. That's why the place wasn't bubbling. They were being flogged in the mines to be digging out coal for European consumption and working in the plantations here. It's interesting that we forget that even CMS, which became the first secondary school in Lagos, that space used to be a cotton processing plant. When our cousins would finish working as slaves to grow cotton, that's when they used to process it before they turned it to a school. You understand? And it's interesting to know that it is from this slavery producing space that they built the first school, to enslave our minds, from a space where they enslaved our bodies, So anybody that compares, and no matter how bad Nigeria is today, I mean, no matter how bad anybody wants to say, it is 1,000,000 times better than the colonial era for us as African people. Anybody that is saying that is just being a coon, as they say in America. But do you admit that in our history books, our syllabus, we're not putting enough Africanism in it? Like our history, historical leaders, the people who fought for Africa's independence and just the emancipation of Pan-Africanism. Do you think we're doing enough? Because some of our history books, we have, the founding fathers such as Sir Tafawa Balewa, we have Nnamdi Azikiwe, we have Chief Obafemi Awolowo, but some people are like, there are other people that are not mentioned.
Yeah, our colonial struggle is not taught to us. You just go to school and then October 1st, Nigeria gained independence. It's such a literally whitewashed version of our independence struggle. And this is because, as I always say, those that were handed power were in cahoots with the colonial government. Many of the prominent families in Nigeria, Nigeria was called the slave coast. We have to always remember that. This was the slave coast in the colonial maps. Many of our prominent elite families in this region were all agents of the slave trade. So it was easy for them to come to agreement, with the colonial masters in terms of our education, our financial system, our military institutions, our police institutions, our healthcare institute, whatever. It was easy for them to come to agreement to create what the Europeans wanted, for the benefit still of their little business group, and that's what they still do today. The ancestors used to sell us for mirror and gunpowder and textile. Today is champagne and private jets, but it's still the same thing. But it's what is the truth. I mean,
Right. Let's also look at something that's been taking much of the media space in Nigeria, and this has to do with allegations of certificate forgery. Right. Now we know that there is something termed certificate gate, or rather certificate saga, and we've seen a battle, one that's been going on between the presidential candidate of the and the former vice president of Nigeria, Anikulapo-Kuti, who happened to be the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party. Now, recently, he has had his team of lawyers, write to the Chicago State University to find out if indeed the current president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is rather an alumnus of that university. Now, there have been allegations of
this school has answered now.
Yes, and they said he was there. However, on revelation of the certificate, that's something that stood out for people.
Listen,
and
the law
the
says
gender.
Listen, Nigerians have time to fight this elitist battle. We have time. This what we should do as Nigerians in this situation. Maybe that is what we are doing. We look for a way to stoke the flames. Let the battle rage on. Weaken their own side of the divide. I mean, so maybe this is what Nigerians are doing by paying attention to certificate gates. This thing has come up before also. Tinubu's governor, when he was governor of Lagos. I remember very well after the Senate president then, Senator Buhari, I think that was his name. When he said he went to Toronto University, and then it was proven that he did not go to Toronto University. So he had to, the first Senate in this new republic in 1999. I mean, if we remember very well, Toronto University. Oh my God, this country, we have seen this.
So, but some people
anyway, this also came out then. And it was even the person that fought this battle against Tinubu was even a more brilliant mind than the people doing this right now. That was Gani Fahimi himself.
Okay.
The great Gani Fahimi himself was the one that investigated this and went to court and dragged and at the end of the day, it was proven that he went to the school and the thing was done. So for it to be brought back in this day and age where they know that, this is why I say that the elders of this country are letting this country down, because these people know better. They know that they can politicize the young people in a different way, in a more positive way, for their own benefit. Where young people can really understand what is going on, really understand the system, really understand how to engage with, but they rather create these illusions, these illusions of action, so that we give all our energies to these things that don't benefit our own political growth, or neither does it benefit our own political participation, for their own selfish interest. I mean, yes, let them go to their Supreme Court and fight their battles. I mean, I don't think anything will change. This is the point. Regardless of the outcome of any court decision on this issue, so whether the presidency is retained or it is changed, the outcome for the Nigerian people will remain the same.
You don't think it would play a role?
What role will it play? An Atiku presidency will be different from this presidency in which way?
Okay. Because just
that's the end game.
I watched when someone spoke from Atiku's team on channels, and the man kept saying, "Oh, this means so much to Nigerians because it will set the moral precedents for what's to come in the future. You're not going to have to grapple with the fears of
Oh wow!
And I was just like, okay,
interesting take.
So much.
Interesting take. So you mean the increase in churches and mosques in Nigeria is not helping has not helped our moral output? I mean,
Let's
what
say
word
political morals. Let's put it as political
okay,
morals.
this is a political morality of the country.
Nigeria.
Okay. We'll wait. We'll wait very well.
It's like easy.
This is very eye opening.
So,
And you learn something new every day.
When I saw it, at first I was indifferent. Like I was just watching, and then he kept saying, "Oh, Nigerians,
governors have been removed by the courts in this country. The governors that they changed into the other governor in the courts. What did he do for the Nigerian people? How did he help the political morality of this country? Councillors have been changed. I remember the case in Ekiti State with Fayoshe when they were fighting to enter they brought somebody's leg to court that was cut off. The guy brought his own leg that they cut as evidence.
What?
Did that stop rigging of election? Did that stop election violence? What changed for the people that experience election in this country? I'll repeat for Nigerian people. Until you realize that you must organize outside of this establishment that has done nothing but drag you to a new kind of almost slavery existence. Because I tell people, like, slavery is not the right. People think, oh, to be a slave means you are in chain and then somebody is whipping you and you are not getting paid. That's not slavery. Slavery just means somebody else is in control of the quality of your existence. If that is your case in life, you are enslaved. If there's somebody else determining the amount of time you can spend with your family, spend with your loved ones, when you can travel, when you can stay in your state, when you have to wake up, when you have to sleep, everything in your life is determined by your relationship with this other entity. That is the true slavery.
That's the norm for almost
exactly
the whole population.
The whole world.
The whole world.
The whole world. This group of people have enslaved us in a way that we find it acceptable. And they give us this definition of slavery that doesn't really match what slavery is, while we're continually living our existence for their benefit. Everybody's living for their benefit. You understand? So this for me is why I keep telling Nigerian people, until they understand that they must take their destiny into their own hands. You cannot become, whether you like, you become an articulate, batified, obedient. You become your oppressor. Whether you like and you mortgage, it will not change anything until you become yourself. Take your own destiny into your own hands. If those people respect you, they will not want you to become them. They will become a part of you, because the power is truly with the people. So why are they afraid to be with the people? And why are the people also afraid to be with themselves?
In Nigeria, people are scared that, the saying that we have
nobody is scared in
Nigeria.
Nobody is scared in Lagos. See, when this lie we tell, these are lies we have constructed for ourselves to make this our, game we are playing with our destiny. To make it make sense.
That,
Okay. What are they afraid of? If you fight for your rights, you will die. Is that the fear?
Of course. No
okay. If you don't fight for your rights in this Lagos, uncle, you will not die. People are driving on the road, container is falling on their head. Has that stopped people from going out of their house in the morning? Do you know how dangerous Lagos can be to anybody? You are just going on the street. You are not doing anything. Do you know how electric pole can fall on your head? Wire from electric, enter one building, electrocute everybody. Nothing, flood, enter house. There's nothing that cannot happen to you. You're going to, trailer will explode. Ram into bus stop. There's nothing that doesn't happen to anybody in this Lagos that are not struggling for a better Nigeria. They're just living their life. Now, all these tragedies have not made anybody wake up and say, I'm afraid to go outside. They still wake up, bath, brush their teeth, and we go outside and we face it. But when it comes to making Nigeria better, we are afraid though. It's a lie. Let's stop these lies. We just don't want to, because we believe this propaganda that we hear in our churches, our mosques. We are there too. God has chosen us to. Just not our turn yet. Just keep going. Don't worry, to be your turn to behave like this. So we create all these lies, to justify our apathy. I understand it, but it's not working with me. It can work with everybody. It's not working with me.
All right, the big bird himself has landed. Fair enough. Now, if you want to join the conversation, perhaps you have questions or you want to give your own opinion on these topics we've spoken on, the phone lines are about to be open. First off, you can join via X, also known as Twitter. Our handle is at Lagos Talks 913. Kindly use the hashtag People's Perspective so we know it's for us. If you want to join via WhatsApp now, on WhatsApp you can call, send a voice note, or even a message. For WhatsApp, the number is 0809 234 5913. And you can call on the phone lines as well, 0809 222 0913. Lagos Talks, good morning. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Costa.
All right, let's hear you. The big bird is here as well. You can say hi and ask your question.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I did. Almost, but like, there's one thing I noticed, like, so it's just like saying, talking about this Lagos State issue. It's just like a kid asking his parents, dad or mom, is further a good thing. And then the mom says no, or the dad says no. And then the kid, and then the mom asks the kid, what did you get this information from? Who told you, or who fought against, who thought about the idea of saying, okay, somebody fought the result, and then the parents say, oh, maybe it's someone, maybe Atiku or something. And you say, no, because it's Atiku, then you shouldn't take such advice from that person. I don't think any sense to say that. Because what's wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. And it doesn't have to be about politics every time. You understand? So if something is bad, let's just say it's bad. Regardless of who finds it out. So that's just my one take.
I mean, this is my own point too. Like, if he's really bad, the school will be like, yeah, he lied that he's a female. There's no male Tinubu that came here. But the school is the final say here, not your emotions. Not, if the school has said it, we have moved on. It is.
Okay, just for example now, like, is it possible for anybody to go to primary school, secondary school, university, and you can't contact a single classmate? Not even a picture.
What are you talking about here? What are you talking about? What are you talking about here? Your last president could not find his honorary WAEC result, and WAEC is in Nigeria. WAEC is West African Examination Council of Nigeria. He ruled 8 years. This is emotional. It will not change anything in the Nigerian political system, whether you like it or not. Whether, as in, that's what I'm saying. Whether you like it or not, it will not change anything in the Nigerian political system. What would have changed something? What we would have been excited about is if the Chicago State University, we don't know this student. Okay, now we've heard something. But other than that, every other thing is just...
Because even they said they could not confirm the results submitted to INEC. So what does that mean?
Everybody's result is personal. Everybody's result is, if you say we should do what is right, as you've said, then everybody's result is personal. I don't have, it's not my obligation to release whether I got F9 for you to know. You shouldn't know whether I got F9. All you should know is I passed or I didn't pass. Case closed. I shouldn't tell you, oh, I scored 50, I scored 60, except I want to. Except I want to, because we still all have a right to some private information about ourselves.
It doesn't matter now. So a person like Anikulapo-Kuti, a house copy, can come tomorrow and then they want to become a president.
With the politics you people are playing, listen, with the politics you people are playing, you will have an MC Oluomo as governor tomorrow. With the politics people are playing, because with the politics, wasting your time fighting Atiku's fight. With the politics you are playing, wasting your time fighting Atiku's fight, you will definitely have an MC Oluomo as governor. Because we are missing the point here.
But somebody empowered them. Of course, the person is president. So if we have him as governor, he wins the society.
Do you think Atiku does not have his own MC Oluomos? They all have these things. So let's eradicate this kind of people. Don't pick one of these kind of people over the other. That is the thing you should do.
Don't. Not getting right. I will not vote for Atiku. I will not vote for him.
Then why are we discussing him? There should be no issues to us.
I will not vote him. I will not do it because I will not vote for him. Then what is going to be in Chicago University? Should I vote? That would be me being hypocritical.
Hypocritical in what sense?
Yes, no, that means I am selective.
Selective in what sense? In what sense? In what sense? In what sense?
So, to be honest,
I like this kind of conversation. Selective in what sense? In the sense that you are against all hypocrisy in Nigeria. Wait. In the sense that you are against all hypocrisy in Nigeria and all lies in Nigeria. Are you a Christian?
it doesn't matter that I'm a Christian.
Are you a Christian? Do you want to? Let's discuss it. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so why are you talking about double standard and hypocrisy in Nigeria and forgery and lies? You know, every institution has them. Every institution has them. If we as Nigerian people want Nigeria to move forward, then let's be factual on every situation and every instance. That's what it must be. If we so want to fight a forgery in a university, and then we take all our energy, go to university, big, forgery happened here. University opened door and said, no, forgery didn't happen here. We now go back and say, no, you are manipulating. Come on, don't waste your energies. Let's organize ourselves. Do something else with your energy.
How do we organize ourselves? That's the thing.
Oh, it's very simple. It's very simple. Sit down with your neighbor. Yeah? The time you're going to talk about article gate and certificate gate, you need to discuss the real issues of this country and what the both of you can do to make it better. Where you are shortcoming, find somebody else that can make it strong. Among yourselves, start building like that.
The same neighbor that we discuss is that we listen to the tone of my voice to find out when I'm strong.
Oh, so you don't trust your neighbor? You don't trust your neighbor?
No, I'm just giving an example. The same thing that happens on radio.
Oh my God! You see,
this same people will ask you.
You are willing to discuss article and certificate gate, but you are not willing to. No, I don't even care. My own is if you are willing to discuss article gate, if you are willing to discuss article gate and all these issues, and are not willing to discuss and build with your neighbor, then who is the hypocrite really? What is this hypocrisy we are talking? You are not willing to build with the people. You are not willing to build with the people next to you, but you want to talk about me. I've spoken to all Nigerians. This tribalism people even talk about in Nigeria. You know, it's not as if I don't see it everywhere else in the world. The British hate the French hate the Germans hate the Dutch. Nobody likes anybody. Go to America. America is one country. They will tell you the south of America, they don't like the north side of America. That's how every nation is. People are always talking about, but when it comes to national interest, everybody comes together for what is good. That is the difference in this Nigeria, that we cannot put our own national interest above personal interest and emotion. Case closed. Build with your neighbors. Build with your neighbors. Forget Article Gate and CSU. Build with your neighbors.
I'm just giving an example.
All right, we understand. But Seun was trying to say that in the end, irrespective of whatever the outcome is, are things going to get better going forward? That's what he's been trying to say. Are things going to change in Nigeria? Are we going to see an end to insecurity, poor governance, and all of that? So he's looking more at the solution. But I totally understand what you're saying, right? You mean if something is wrong, we should say things as they are.
Yeah, because we don't like the
all right, thank you
so
much.
I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not a fan, I'm a particular fan, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
many things are wrong in Nigeria.
All right, enjoy your day. Thank
what
you.
What we do in this show is discuss the things that are wrong, how we can solve them. And when you even talk about the things that are wrong, people say, why are you always talking about what is wrong in the country? Well, when we see something wrong, we should say it. What is it? What is it that you people want? When we talk about something that is wrong, you say, hey, you don't talk about solutions.
You know,
when you not talk about solutions, why? Well, let's face what is wrong. What is it that you want? It is important that we decide what is it that we want. Do we want to say the truth, or we just want to be glossing things over as we normally do and be selective in the one that we don't like? It can't work that way.
Some people feel like going about to kickstart the solution, it's something they just find overwhelming and they just might not be able to.
Because that's the thing. Nothing to build is hard. To build is hard.
Yes.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, we're not part of the people that think of, oh, let's leave a better Nigeria for the generations come. Everybody's like, in this life, I not come to suffer. I must be a participant when it comes to enjoying and reaping the benefits.
But what all the things that we call enjoyment, what is it really? What we just call enjoyment here is consumerism. You know, our enjoyment has been reduced to consumerism. You know, what we call enjoyment here is just to consume. This materialistic view of the world. You know, where you are what you consume.
So I feel like material takes the fore of their problems because some of them feel like they always go for what they don't have, and that's material security.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We can all have, instead of us dying in debt to pay private school, why don't we save ourselves that stress and work for good public schools that everybody can afford, good public health care. But we all fight to go and pay for private health care. Fight to go for private. Exactly. Because the beauties of this world, which healthcare is part of the beauty of this world, education is part of the beauty of this world. We want to access it. You privatize it. People support you. And people start vying and fighting and using it as a status symbol against those that don't have. You go private school. Which school you go? Yeah. All these things that we do. No, it's the truth. All these things that we do to remove our own responsibility that we need to change this country. This whole certificate gate, as I said, I've lived it 20 years ago with this same Tinubu. They've done it, and by better men than the people doing it now. You know, I'm telling you. And if Ganify me, who I know very well, who was a great uncle of mine, if he has come to a conclusion on something, I'll not go back and rehash that thing because Atiku is bringing it up. For what? For what?
All right, let's take some calls. Lagos Talks, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Makuto. My name is Chief.
Chief who?
Ugochukwu.
Okay, Chief Ugochukwu. All right, let's hear you. The big bird is here as well.
I greet you.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm okay. But if I call me daddy.
How you doing, daddy? Maybe I want to feel young, me. If you want daddy, take daddy.
Because if you come brother, look at you, I'm a young man. So,
you think that I'm 50 years old?
You have time to wait. So somebody that have conditioned his mind, you don't have to waste time, all this time, more than 5 minutes to explain things to the person. But the real question I want to ask, the report from Chicago, is there anywhere they suggest mentioning forgery there?
Nowhere.
Well, that forgery, where is it coming from? From articles mouth. Somebody that is fighting in the last battle, because the edge is no more in his time. They decide to throw everything in, causing confusion, calling people to join him, and to join him, and they refuse because they know that it's fighting basis. So I don't know why people would decide to waste their time making all this comments.
Daddy, as you said, Daddy, if they want to waste their time, I'm not even let them waste it. It is the people that are now wasting their own time too. That is the one that is eating my soul.
The Supreme Court judges are there waiting for the day, maybe 2 months time, then we deliver their judgment. So all these things are just people that have time.
All right. Thank you, Chief Ugochukwu. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Lagos Talk.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So after that, I write you. I support you. I support you because Supreme Court have just done matter before. I don't support you in good. I'm not a fan. I support you to visit this case. There is effort in keeping it. Supreme Court in the case of Buhari certificate. Buhari presented WAEC, something like that. So what Supreme Court that time was that in as much as Buhari has ruled the first day during the time of Obasanjo, then it was commissioner and not minister. And they have been a head of state and PTF chairman. But it is not, it's qualified. Do you understand? Tinubu has been a minister. Tinubu has been a senator. And one of the accountant with the money. They have ruled Lagos 2 times. Lagos is qualified. That is what Supreme Court is just waiting for them. And think about university now. Tinubu played rightly, and they said that he was their student. He graduated there. So everything now they're just waiting. Let us focus on this country. That thing is nonsense. I like the answer we give to Atiku. But Atiku is a confusionist. Atiku weekend, bottom.
Let me talk this one.
Mr. Ben, please, Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben, shoot your shot.
I'm not happy because the man of people. We supported PDP from 1999, everything with all our life. And now it is just some of people to present the president, to bring the president. I think they have 11 million votes in the bank that they should give him the ticket. Some people supported him and said that it is they will not they will throw it to him. At the end, what happened? People be running away. And then look at the ground, they take them away that you tell the first man 10 minutes and he was not saying anything. Now I'm making points, you are saying all right.
No, Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, please. No, you finish. I just feel please. Your shots are too, your shots are vicious. Please, please.
The Lagos settlement, I want to talk about that. Lagos state government should regulate our money. And it is the fault of the government. They should know what to do concerning our money. They should not pursue them away. They should know what to do. If motorists should go to the bank and pay monthly, and that should give issues to speak and regulate them, give them speaker. They should stay inside the park. Regulate this happen. And this Lagos. It is not good what is happening in Lagos.
True that.
Protecting him all the money Apple is collecting. They should give this money for these boys. Regulate them very well. No how much every day boss is paying about 10,000 to this house for a plus 10,000, 10,000, 12,000. One Panagon boss. It is good. They should pay money in the bank and they should share this money among these boys that help them to win an election. Instead of them to continue this bank for us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ben. Lagos folks, good morning.
Good morning, Big Bird.
Hello, how you doing, brother? Are you also a daddy? Or uncle?
I'm boy, I'm your boy.
Are you an uncle?
No, I'm just your boy.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Big B.
Sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice hearing your voice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, with regards to this CSU and the Tinubu or the article gate or CSU gate, I don't know which of the gate it is. The article is not saying that Tinubu did not, or CSU never denied that Tinubu was not their graduate. He was just, he studied in their school, passed through the school, but what they are saying is that the certificate that Tinubu submitted to INEC for the purpose of the election of 2023 did not emanate from them. And when this certificate did not come from them, it's invariably saying that where did Tinubu get the certificate from? That is the question. It's not about me being a student of the school.
But Tinubu's camp has answered that one since now. There is a copy.
No. So if he's not getting the certificate from them, that means he forged the certificate.
Tinubu's camp, let's not spread misinformation. Tinubu's camp has said since a long time that what they've given is a copy of the relevant information of the certificate that they need to enter for the election. And that's why I said to the first caller that I don't have to share everything about my life. If you need certain information, I can withhold some things and share what is necessary. If you want to go and verify based on what I've given you, then you can go as the institution, but not as personal civilian. Oh, because I want to go and look into your... Nah, you know that this is not acceptable, especially in the West. They will protect the personal and private interest of the citizen. It is privately, privacy is everything to them over there. You know that as well as anybody else. So...
Big Ben. What Tinubu gave to the INEC is what is the context here.
So wait, are you saying, wait. Let's be logical. See, you know what I'm saying? Let's not die on this hill. We have to be rational here. Are you saying that Tinubu, although he finished school and has a certificate from that school, intentionally by himself submitted a fake document when he has the original to submit?
Then why do you think he submitted the original?
That's what I'm saying. You cannot say he submitted the fake. How can you say that the school said he has the certificate?
The school said that this one he submitted and did not come from them.
Yes, of course it did not come from them. He has to give them a copy.
Everywhere
you go to work, is the original of your documents that you submit there? I'm asking, when you go and apply for something or anything, is it the original of your certificates that you drop there or a copy?
Why was even if I give a photocopy of it, it must be the same copy of what I have original.
Exactly, but legally speaking, the school has to say it did not emanate from them because they did not give that original. That's not the copy they gave to Tinubu. It must be a copy of the copy. So they have to say it did not emanate from them. What do you want them to use there? you people, you are not even in Supreme Court yet. I'm not even a son. And I'm asking you people these questions because this is what will be asked. And when your lawyers cannot answer it in court, people now rush out and say Nigerian Supreme Court is corrupt. Nigerian Supreme Court. We can't continue like this. We can't really.
All right.
I'm asking you a logical question. Does it make sense that Tinubu that has original copy of, that went through school?
What I've heard.
Okay, what you've heard, what you've seen, I've heard you. I've heard you.
Okay, but thank you so much. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Let's take a couple of messages. We do have so many. Someone says, "Good morning, Big P. Big Bird in the building, hailing from this endo, sitting, chilling, and listening. The people's perspective." And that is from Victor. Someone says, "Another Toronto certificate saga. Nigeria plenty wahala."
That Toronto one was this. I mean, the school, OHA, as soon as they dropped it, they went to that Toronto University. Do you know this man?
And the school said,
The school said, what? No such student has ever passed through here. And then there's no coming back from that.
well, Chicago says,
And who will pass through? See, we have to be logical. Let's put up, just wear your thinking cap. I went to a school. I passed through the school. I had the certificate from the school. I want to run for something. I'll now go and bring if I want to forge, I've already been to certificate. I'll go and forge Harvard. Why will I forge something that I already have? You understand?
it's easier to forge a university.
Why would I forge something that I already have? You know, this doesn't make sense, you know. So, anyway, Nigerians, please just stop wasting your political energy on the narrative of these elites.
Okay.
Our political energy should be wasted in organizing ourselves, not wasted, but invested, you know, deposited into your own organization against these people, not spreading their rhetoric. So, I mean, come on. That's why the Nigerians say people's private parts are being stolen with juju.
But they say, I see videos in the market. Yeah, but
video,
it's true because the
video
owner
have you
is
seen?
like, it's not there.
Please, this is
so
a
you don't
scam.
believe
They are
someone can
scamming.
touch someone?
Please,
What
they are
happens
scamming
to only
innocent
guys,
people.
though?
They try to say people's breasts to get missing. They say women turn from bed in the sky.
The one I saw.
And this age
this
age that we have all the camera phone, nobody has captured one single transformation.
Happens, you know, the way it is.
Have you captured the transformation?
I've not even seen anyone.
Exactly.
But just
and they will kill the person. They will burn people. This mass hysteria is a phenomenon, you know.
True.
It's a phenomenon. People whip up mass hysteria and use it to their own violent. People with just violent need to see blood. People that need power, violence in this Nigeria. It's so easy to just whip up mass hysteria, you know, and people will react without evidence. Do you know how many innocent people have been killed in the marketplace? Somebody, he don't thief, nobody knows the person thief. They'll just chase down somebody. The person will be telling you, I didn't do anything. Nobody won't hear again.
They found a child. They accused her of kidnapping a child. The whole time she didn't even know what the child was.
Imagine.
She's a lawyer. She said that after being beaten, no one told her sorry. And these are just mobs. And
this is how it happens. They know how to whip up mass hysteria. It happens online, and it has happened to me. So I know. They know how to whip up mass hysteria. These are the people with the internet warriors that employ famous people to be their internet warriors, that go online and just type lies, spread lies and misinformation on the Nigerian people. You know?
Ooh, all right. Kawalansky from Delta says, "The Big Bird, welcome to the program. Idonte. I beg you get some questions where I for like ask you. One, in the real sense of the terms, nation and country, what is the difference between both? And would you say Nigeria is a nation? If not, do you think nationhood is something we must, as a matter of urgency, address before making progress?
Yes.
Two, is constitution more than just a document? If it is, do you not then think we don't know what we're doing by accepting to run our democracy on a constitution handed to us by military?"
Okay, I mean, these are two very good. Nigeria is not a nation because there's no Nigerian culture.
True. A nation who
we have
based
ethnic
on common language, culture.
Common language,
well, we
yes.
have English pidgin.
We already developed. Yeah. What matters is the national culture, and why Nigeria is not a nation is that nations are built. It just that word building, nation building. comes with building the nation, and it is a literal term.
You don't think Nigerians have built?
We've not built our nation.
By ourselves.
No, not even. There's no nation built here. There's no healthcare service. There's no roads. The telecommunication is inexistent. People don't have access to education, to clean water. So, when in the process of building a nation, it's in that process of building a nation that national culture develops, because that's how people truly interact. When we are building our nation and working for the benefit of ourselves, for our advancement, for our destiny, for our children, for our future. We are mixing with each other from the north, from the south, from the west, sharing ideas. It is in this context of national development, as Frantz Fanon, the great African teacher, Frantz Fanon has taught us, that it is in this context that national cultures are formed, you know, and it is in this culture that the nation sits, you know. That's why your constitution is not even the written document that you use to go to court and do the. That one is for law and order. No, I'm telling you, the constitution of nations are truly unwritten.
Really?
Nations live by codes, unwritten codes. In America, is that white is right and black is whack. That's the unwritten code in America, whether you like it or not. And that's how America operates. You know, American police, you know, killing black people on the street like dogs every day. You know, this is the concept of this. Wow. Is the unwritten code. In this our country, you know, man must work. Because it's the unwritten code. It's not in any constitution. But if you tell anybody in Nigeria that you stole 5 million from where you are working, they will not go and report you to police.
Why? You don't.
For what? You don't make. But all your guys will hear, hey, my guy, let's go out. Everybody in this country is at their workplace, especially the civil servant, ruin this country. I've never heard, as I said last week on the show, I've not heard one Nigerian woman before say, I'm divorcing my husband because he's stealing money from the country.
For worse. They have to stay together. They made a vow at the altar.
Are people not divorcing? I don't mind for better or for worse. But people divorce. If nobody was divorcing, I will understand. People are divorcing themselves for many reasons that are even not up to destroying the country. Exactly. So but nobody has said destruction of Nigeria is the reason I'm divorcing this wicked man or this wicked woman. It has never happened before.
Every great man is a woman.
So that is our unwritten code. So we already have our constitution, really. But it's not for us. It is imposed by the oppressive and dominating group that rules this country. What we need to do as a people is find a way to change and have our own code that will come through our cooperation of building this nation. It is our duty. It is obvious that those that have in this country that we look up to, the people that have been set as examples, have failed. You know, and whatever it is that they can offer you, whatever it is that they have that you feel that you need, cannot make up for the failure that they are to our nation. For we have given them so much and nothing, because they say to whom much is given, much is expected. No, but we have actually played our part as the people and given so much, and nothing has been given in return. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Just a few pets elevated so that we can think one day we too can be like this, their pet. So you stay in line.
Alright, sure. Someone says, hello, Paula and Sean. The article case was majorly on two issues. One, to verify the authenticity of the certificate submitted to INEC, and two, to verify if it's a male or female that owns the certificate. Not that if he went to Chicago State University. Someone else says, good morning, Paula and Sean.
Let me tell you, people in this country, you know, as I said, our code is man must wait, man must work. You see,
you don't think that
these lawyers, they know what they are they know what they are doing, though, you know, because man must work. But we, the people, we shouldn't. Anyway, I don't mind. It will be over soon, and we'll move to the next one. I just hope that Nigerians have the time to also organize for themselves the way they organize for these oppressors. We need to find time for our own selves to the way we find time for them. You know, and things will begin to change at that moment.
All right, someone here, Comrade James says, hi, Sean. Salisu Buhari was the House of Representatives Speaker, replaced by the renovation of apartment woman, Pat Ete. Right on, I'm enjoying you people.
Pat Ete, Patricia Ete. Oh, my. That's the woman that proved in Nigeria that what a man can do, a woman can do it better.
don't you think?
Go and read up on patriotism. Oh, my, this country, we have seen
Someone
things.
says,
We
I
have
heard
seen things in this
Atiku's
country.
claim and that of Tinubu's camp. I care less about their personal issue. My question to you and the media platforms in general, from what you read in that deposition, which was a sworn evidence by Chicago State University, was it a case of forgery? Was it established in the case of May Soma, the girl who forged her JAM result? Did Chicago State University authorize the unnamed vendor to issue certificates on their behalf? Let the answers be the narrative in order to help the public understand the issue for posterity's sake. I'm waiting for your response. That's Remy from Akoka.
My response from Chicago State University. Because I didn't read any forgery there. I don't know what people I don't know what we're talking about here. I don't know what we're talking about.
Good morning. I heard Seun saying that we should take our destiny into our hand. I want him to explain more. Or does he mean we should all hit the streets in protest of this government policy?
No. I mean, you should organize yourself politically. Speak to people in your neighborhood. Start from one thing that is disturbing everybody in your neighborhood. And from there,